Oh yeah, do you want to see something?
Oh, Groot, little Groot. I don't know if I can do a Groot. One of these. Type animated. Oh jeez. Oh, that one's cool. I definitely won't be able to do this though. Okay, I'll do like a friendly version of this. What's this one? Oh god. This one? Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'm only gonna try and do a 3-frame one because I don't want to do like I don't want to take forever doing it. It takes longer the more frames you have. This one?
No.
This one?
Yeah.
What's it do? Alright, let's do that. So once again, I'm only using a mouse, which I hate, but y'all only have mices? Mices? Okay, so I'm going to try to be smart about how I make this. I'm going to try and separate the parts of it that move into different layers. So if the flower part, the top, whatever you call it, the actual flower part, is going to bob up and down, and I know that it's going to bob up and down, I'm going to keep it on a separate layer, because if it's on a separate layer, I can just move it. Does that make sense? Okay? And the same with leaves and stuff like that. So let me just make the outline of it real quick, and I'll make a really crappy one.
Did you make this 6'4" by 6'4", or what size did you make?
512 by 512.
I'm doing a bigger to lower version one. I hate using a mouse. Does anyone have a graphics tablet?
No, I won't.
Don't worry about it.
I'll try with this for this time.
Yes? I can't hear you from here. Do you have one? Yeah? Is it a Cintiq? Or a Wacom, sorry. So I'm trying to do that lighting thing. Remember that you try and keep it in a set. Oh, thank you. You sure you don't need it? Oh, it's upside down. Oh, so much easier. Okay, cool. I'm doing this part first. Okay, cool. So that's the stem of it. And I will label that stem. Gonna make a new one for leaves. And again, you don't have to follow me, so I just want to show you this, and then we'll go over to. No, I'm not gonna to make it perfect. It'll take forever.
Make it perfect.
No. There's a leaf there. Do a little split in the middle. And remember that trick of if I want to add detail, I'll take the darkest color and draw. What? I downloaded it. I downloaded my own brush. Okie dokes? It's not. Literally showed you how to do it last week.
How to download your own
Yeah, I showed you where to go to get a brush. You just need to like drag it in. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna be sneaky. Very sneaky. That's gonna be a leaf, right? So I'm just gonna duplicate it, move it to the other side, edit, transform, flip horizontal. Ooh, I made another leaf. I'm so smart. And I'll just do that like a little. Oh look, it's completely different. And you can't tell. Cool, and then I'll do the head of the flower. And that will be... What color will the flower be?
Pink. Pink. Pink.
Okay, it's going to be a daisy because it's easy to do a daisy, so leave me alone.
Shouldn't have asked me.
Making me crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the question?
Why did you ask if you decided on your own?
I asked you what color flower. And you gave me pink. I'm going to do pink, but it's going to be a daisy. Like a pink daisy. They exist, pretty sure.
Someone look it up there.
Google it.
Siri. Siri. You're a drug addict.
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah, pink daisies are real.
Ah! Can you say it again, please? Louder, please.
Pink daisies are real.
Mmm.
That's an amazing.
They're a legend.
What?
That's an amazing brush. I want that one.
It's not so much the brush. It's like... It's... Well, no. It's like... The brush does help a lot, I'd say. Will I do the petals separate? I don't know. No, I'll do the petals part of it.
Where's my head so
Yeah, I'll do petals separate. Pink, did we say, yeah? So again, I'm always working dark to light, in case you haven't been noticing. Nani?
I heard that. Now mine doesn't look like a flower. It looks like this ball of baby handle or something. It is the bubble like best the bubble.
And do notice I'm changing my opacity as I go up. What's with your like old songs?
Well, quite literally, I'll just think of a song during the day and start singing the same line from it like constantly.
But it's like they're all like old songs. Is what?
Well, would you want us to be singing the hip gangster rap of
My
today?
mom was growing up in the right era of music, let's just say.
The right era.
And I don't know what. Mine's a very depressing song. It's kind of his petals are all down.
What do you do for modern music?
No, I'm just wondering. Haven't heard anyone singing Ariana Grande yet. So.
Oh God, please don't.
Wait, what's wrong with Ariana Grande?
Let's just say she's not a nice person.
What proof do you have?
I listen to people's music.
Let me just line that.
What's the Ariana Grande? I forgot, yeah. You know the young people powers, yeah? You know that.
Okay, cool. Alright, so I have the first basic... wait, no, sorry, sunglasses.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Doesn't matter. It's already amazing.
Give him a monocle.
No, sunglasses.
A sunglass
It's
monocle.
already amazing.
Make him shorter shades.
What?
It's already better in my
Yeah, that's good.
It's not a monobrow, it's sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Yeah, actually, I like the jokes.
Hasn't got what?
So we've got some pretty good
Does he? Ugh.
some like light background music.
I would like some light background music. Give me a playlist.
There's like so many things eyes. It has to be like kind of a crossroad. I only go for my slow music and never get anything.
Let's play some.
Okay, I'm not mad on the feed, but what else? Okay, so I have all of this. I am now putting on music, which means no, I can't. This music will get the video pulled from YouTube.
Yeah.
So I can't.
And we can't play music.
Everyone.
because-
You can't play music. Okay, so These are the separate bits. As I said, I separated them out so each part is individually separate, and I can move them individually if I want, which makes my life a lot easier when I go to animate, because I can, oh sugar, I can do that if I want to, but they're all separated out, okay? Even the little pedal bits. So what I will do now is, first of all, label everything, because otherwise I don't know what I'm doing. That is face, and that's sunglasses. Cool, so I have them all in separate layers. Now you all remember to do a group. Either you control, select everything, or click, hold shift and click, and you select all of them. Add layers right here. Or control shift N or command shift N. Anyway, select everything, and you can right click and convert to a group. Group. Do you see it? I don't see it. Where is it? Group from layers. And then I'll call that frame 1. Because this is my first frame of animation. Okie dokes? Now, I'm going to make a copy, and this will be frame 2. And this way, any changes I make will be in frame 2. So no matter what, even if I screw up completely, I still got frame 1 to go back to. Let me just do this and just rotate. I'm just going to do a very simple one for now, just to show you it rotating upwards. Let's say it rotates its face up towards there. Braces. Yeah, let's do it. So I'll rotate that so it kind of.
If only I can be so mostly incandescent.
And it does this kind of like. Oh sugar. Okay, I was stupid and put both the feet on the same layer, so I can only do that. But even with this, I can still use the lasso tool. So. L for lasso tool and just select the part I want to move, and then when I command T I can rotate just that. So this is going to be kind of weird. Yeah, I know, I told you it's going to be kind of weird. Just calm down, alright? Alright, cool. So I've got the animation. Let me just swap between two of them so you can see that's frame 1, frame 2, okay? Cool? Alright, so now the thing is, how do I know this looks good? I don't know, because I have to like turn this off and then turn this on, turn this off, turn this on. It's not great. I kind of want to see it flipping between them quickly. There is something in Photoshop called the timeline. So I go to Window and I go to Timeline. And I have a timeline. By default, it will ask me, do you want to create a video timeline? And we tell Photoshop, no. We tell Photoshop, we want a frame animation, Photoshop. You don't know what you're talking about. And then we click Create Frame Animation, okay? And then you see I've got frame 1. So that is the first frame. Oh no, go away. And then I'm going to make this a new frame. And in that second frame, turn this off, turn this on. So Photoshop knows that in frame 1, it will only show the first frame. In frame 2, it will only show the second frame. Okay? And then when I press play, it's good. You're going to laugh, but it's going to do this. And the reason for that is because I haven't changed the delay between the frames. So it's, if you see the little number there, it says 0 seconds. Yeah. So there's no delay at all between them. Now if I hold shift, I can select, or control, I can select all of them, and I can change them all at the same time. And I'll give them a delay of like 0.1. Let's see. And I press play. And that means there'll be a 0.1 delay before it goes to the next frame. No, too fast still. And let's do 0.2. There we go. Alright, so now I know that this flower can do that animation. And it will have that in the background. Now I do think it's too much. Like the movement is too much between them. But I can go back and edit because I still have frame 2 there. I can go back to frame 2 and edit frame 2. And then if I want, I can do a frame 3 as well. And just keep adding them on. And they show up in this timeline here. Does that kind of make sense? Okay. So let me just try and make it actually good.
It is. It's amazing.
It's not good. So here's a weird thing with frames in Photoshop, okay? If I add a third frame here and turn it on,
He's multiplying.
It starts showing in the main frame again. It's quite annoying. So basically, me personally, I like to delete all the frames and just get my animation done correctly first before I go and like add more frames. That's me personally, or whatever way you want. And you can also, by the way, do stuff like on the leaf, let's say I want to curl this. When you press Control T to transform, you can rotate and stuff, but you can also right click on it and do a thing called warp, and now we can warp. You just grab the little bits. Be careful, it's all, you see the way it gets kind of blurry, so if you warp too much, it gets quite blurry. So I'm going to make it like curl, and also this one, warp. And hopefully if it does it fast enough, it looks like just a smear.
Motion blur.
Yeah, it's exactly. I'm doing it on purpose. I'm not really. But. And the feet, for some reason, are... Oh, the feet. Why didn't I separate the feet? Don't do what I did. Separate each bit. Each bit.
Even the petals from the head?
Whatever bit that you think is going to move individually, separate them into different layers, because otherwise you have to do what I'm doing, which is like select them with a lasso, and it's really kind of a pain. Curls his little feet. Okay, so I would ideally spend a lot more time on this. I'm just trying to get this real quick. I'm trying to give you, yeah, an example. And these are the pedals.
Make them spin like a helicopter.
No, that would take too long. No, I don't like that. Let's just rotate it up. And then the face and sunglasses rotate up as well. Hey, come on, buddy. You can do it.
Just like his head rise off the pedal.
So now let's try that. So it's frame 1, 2, and 3, right? So frame 1, add another frame. And if I set the delay already, it will just copy that same delay. That's frame 2, and another one, and that's frame 3.
Well, how many put all of them on the same time?
What?
He goes upward and then he goes outward.
So he's kind of doing like a...
thing. What would happen if you have one of the frames visualizing all of the folders?
You can. It'll just be all the folders. They're just going to look weird.
Okay.
That's all. Cool. So I have this, and that's on high res, remember. Now, one thing you need to be careful about is you can't do stuff like this. So let's go to frame 3. Let's say in frame 3, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to move him off to the side here. Because what happens is, in animation, he'll like pop over there as well. So you should be careful not to move the kind of like base, the main part of the body, right? Don't do that. Just keep it as if it's in central. So you see the stem almost never changes that much. Maybe I'll change the stem a little bit. I'll just warp it forwards a bit. I could. It's just flexing like. So you see, like I'm pushing the stem forward, but I'm not. Oh no, the leaves. Which leaf is this? This leaf. Right, and because I have them separated into frames, even if I make a mistake, I just go to the folder that frame is and fix it and drop done. Okay. So yeah, that is that animated. Now, when I'm finished with this, I can then move on to the next part, which is exporting each of this individually. Oh, first I need to make it small. Let me make it, yeah, 64, why not? And make it nearest neighbor again. And this should look, oh, look at it, so pixely.
So tiny.
It's so teeny tiny. And it actually looks a lot better when it's so tiny. Because if it's going to be like really small on screen, so like in the game, on the screen, it should be about this big. And you see, like, you kind of get away with a lot. Even though the animation was quite janky when I showed you when it was big, when it's small, it actually looks kind of, you know, kind of cute, like a little flower motion. So don't feel too bad if it doesn't look that good and big. It generally, you generally get away with quite a lot when you make it smaller, and it adds a lot to the scene. Like imagine like the whole scene was full of grass and loads of these little flowers dotted around. It adds a lot because it looks a lot more alive and stuff. Okay?
That's the forest for the flowers.
Huh?
See the forest for the flowers.
We're definitely gonna make. I'm definitely gonna use this. We're gonna make a.
Is that the emoji in Discord?
Huh? You make GIF emojis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Oh, so no.
Do it.
No. Okay, so basically, after we do this, and I don't want to go through this right now because I don't want to load too much stuff in you. essentially what's going to happen, each of these frames will be saved as one image, one PNG. So it'll be image 1, image 2, image 3. And basically what we tell Unity to do is play image 1, then image 2, then image 3. Now, what does happen is we don't want to have image 1, image 2, image 3, because imagine if I have like 15 flowers and 3 each. Now I have 45 images altogether. So I don't want that. So I want to link them together into something called a sprite sheet. Each one of these is one sprite, and I'll link those together into one image. And I can tell Unity, look at this part of the image, then move to that part of the image, then move to that part of the image. And Unity will cycle between the images. And it'll look exactly the same. It'll animate the same. Does that kind of make sense? All right. Yeah. So for an hour, so try and make a animated sprite sheet. I will post this video now onto YouTube if you need to look at it. And what we'll do right before the end is hopefully if you finish in time, we'll link those together into a sprite sheet. And if not, I will link those in my video and you can copy that when you're at home. Okay?
Just wondering, if you make the sprites on something else,